This video will demonstrate how to manage images and other types of files in Podium. So let's make this page draft. We're going to go in structure mode and add the image plugin to start with. Now there's no image yet, but we click this magnifying glass and this will launch the file system view in a new pop-up window. This lets you control a file system which is on the server. For this site there's just one file at the moment, which is an image. So I'm now going to upload a file. You can see it uploading there, and that's complete. Now you may find that it takes a lot longer to upload images, and I would recommend that you resize your images first to get them to a reasonable size. If you take them straight from the camera and try and upload them, they're likely to be many megabytes and you could be sitting there for a long time. You can use a program such as the GIMP to resize and compress. You don't need to resize right the way down to the size that they're going to be viewed at, because the image plugin can automatically resize later on. But I would say probably 1000 pixels maximum width and height, and export as a JPEG at about 85% quality. That's a good ballpark. So we've got the image that we just uploaded here in this clipboard area, and we're going to want to move it into this panel, which is the file system. Before I do that, I know that there's going to be different types of media, documents and so on, so I'm going to create folders just to keep things organised. So new folder, I'm going to make one called images, that's appeared here, and another one called documents. So now I'm going to click on the images folder, and this arrow button here I'm going to click, and it's moved into the folder here. So that's safely on our server now. There was one other image which I want to move into this images folder to keep things nice. So this arrow here allows us to go up to the parent folder, and this is the image we want to move. So I'm going to click the arrow pointing right. It's now in the clipboard. I'm going to go into images folder and do the arrow left. Both images are here. And now I'm going to select the actual image that I'm going to be putting on the page. So we use this button here just to the left. And the image is here as our chosen image. We've got some other options on this panel. Generally, only the labels for fields that are in bold text are the ones that are required. So we don't have to specify width and height if we don't want to. We can come back to some of this in a minute. Alternate text. This is useful for people who have visual impairments that are using screen readers, so they can hear a visual description of what the image is. It's also useful for search engines, given that they mostly don't understand what's in an image. You have to write it down in text and give it some context. For example, image searching. People might search for a bee, and if we've got alternate text saying this is a bee, then we might appear in the search results for images. I'm going to save that for now. And let's look at it in the content view. Okay, there's our image. We didn't specify width and height, so it's taken up the maximum size it can to fit in the container. I'm going to double click on the image as I want to edit it some more. This time I'm going to specify width and height. I'm going to say 300 pixels for width and height. And I'm going to leave crop off, so you'll see what that's done. The image is now 300 pixels wide, but less than 300 pixels high. It's kept the ratio of the image, and it's made it fit within our maximum width and height dimensions. Now, if we actually decide we do actually want a square image here, you don't have to go back to your computer and edit it in an image editor. We can do it right here. So we double click, select crop to be on, save, and we have a completely square image now. It's taken off the left and the right of the image just enough to make it square to those dimensions. It doesn't have to be to square, it can be to whatever dimensions we specify in width and height, and it will just take off the top and bottom or the left and the right until it matches that. The side is mainly to do with if you include the image inside the text plugin. Left and right will let you inset it into a block of text. For now I'm going to choose center. And that's now centered on the page. And the process is fairly similar for other types of files, just with less options. So I'm going to choose another type of file here. In the same way, I click the magnifying glass. It's not an image this time, so I'm going up to the parent folder. It's going to be in the documents folder, and I haven't uploaded it yet. So I'm going to do that now. It's a PDF file. Very quickly got there. I've moved it across into the file system. Now I can select it. And this file has quite a nice name already, but I can override it. If you don't specify a title, and you don't have to because it's optional, it would just show the file name, but I've overridden it with title. Let's view it, and we can see it's appeared at the bottom with the title we provided, and it shows what type of file it is and how big the file size is.